is a beautiful day to be here at J.C. Ralston Arboretum in Raleigh. But as beautiful as the trees and the flowers and the grasses are, they can really do a number on you if you're like me and you suffer from allergies. That's why I'm talking with Dave Dombrowski from ARS and Rescue Rooter. And indoor air quality, such an important topic this time of year, isn't it?
Well, it's especially important after this horrendous winter that we just had.
Yes.
We have been cooped up and we're tired and we're frustrated and we're anxious to get outside right now. So the first thing we do is we throw open our windows, we get all that fresh air in here, and I'm standing here next to a beautiful specimen of a Chinese redbud bush. It's pretty, it's nice, it's also full of pollen.
So let's talk about the types of filters that are available on the market and which ones are good for our homes and which ones we should just avoid.
Absolutely. Pretty much everyone has in their home the typical 99-cent throwaway filter. The common term in the industry for this is junk. In terms of filtration, you have little tiny bits of pollen that just go right through that. So what do people do? They go over to their big box store and they figure they're going to get themselves a nice, high quality, dense filter.
Okay.
These can cost up to $20 a piece.
Nothing's getting through there.
Nothing's getting through there. It sure looks that way.
Yeah.
And that's part of the problem, because you're putting it right at the end of the unit. So as it starts filling up and getting dirtier, what does get through is your ductwork. All your ductwork typically has about a 15-20% leakage. So at the end, instead of the pollen being drawn from inside your house, it's now being drawn from under your crawl space and your attic, which is open to the air all the time. People think they have this nice giant 20 by 25 inch filter, but the box they put it in is so shallow that the little ductwork coming out the back basically does nothing more than act like a vacuum cleaner. So you've taken something, compressed it down, and then compressed it down more just by having one circle of air come through.
Okay.
In terms of pollen and everything else, this is pretty self-evident. It's useless. This is a media filter. These run typically from what we call a MERV 11 up to a MERV 14. Basically a fancy term for thick, it'll take all the dust out. Very, very high density, very supportive. You put this in, it'll last 6 months to a year in your house.
Okay.
But the big difference is it goes not inside your house where all the pollen is, it goes right at the furnace. So you need one of these, or the air handler if you have a heat pump.
We can call ARS and Rescue Rooter and you can hook us up.
We'll take care of you right away, no problem whatsoever.
All right, Dave, I've got my education on filters. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much again for having us here.
Make sure you reach out to ARS and Rescue Rooter. You can find them on the web. The address, arsraleighdurham.com.